Okay. What is going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. And today we're going to be playing Baldur's Gate 3. Never really thought I'd be ever saying that, although I may have already said that when we did the early access. But yeah, Baldur's Gate 2 was a pretty big game in my childhood. I spent a lot of time with it. Yeah. It was massive and very epic, very involved. I remember when I finally beat the whole game. I actually beat the whole game for the first time with just a single character, with a thief of some type. And then I also beat the expansion. And that was very, very cool at the time for me. And I have since beaten Baldur's Gate 2 multiple times. And I think it's one of the best games ever made. Baldur's Gate 1, not so much. Not so much. It's kind of like Diablo 1, you know? It's like, okay, I'm glad that it exists, but mostly because I'm glad that it led to a sequel. But now we have Baldur's Gate 3. This has been in development for quite some time from Larian Studios, developers of the Divinity series. And I did a video, one single video on this game previously, 2.5 years ago when it was in early access. And I played it for like 2 hours or something like that. And then I immediately uninstalled it and said, okay, looks good. Call me when it releases. And now it has. I don't really remember anything from that 2 hours, so this will all be pretty fresh. So this game, for me, is going to be compared to 3 other games. Perhaps fairly or perhaps unfairly, but regardless, that's what's going to happen. The first is, of course, Baldur's Gate 2, the immediate predecessor in the franchise. I don't think that this is going to share much with Baldur's Gate 2. Yes, it is the same setting, but I don't know if we're really following any of the same plot lines with like the Child of Baal or anything like that. I don't think that's, I don't know, actually. I guess we'll see. I felt like with Baldur's Gate 2, a lot of it was kind of resolved, but I don't know. But I consider John Arenicus to be one of the most memorable villains in all of video games. Yeah, I mean, the voice acting for Arenicus, his just presence, like as soon as you first meet him, he just has this, you know, this presence about him that's just like, this man is not to be fucked with, you know, and his just like his vulgar displays of power early on has just really cemented him, and his sort of philosophizing, you know, and his goals throughout Baldur's Gate 2. Very, very interesting villain. So we'll see if they can match that. The second game is Divinity, specifically, I guess, Original Sin 2, which is generally regarded as one of the best modern CRPGs in both gameplay mechanics and scope, customization, not necessarily customization, but I guess, what am I trying to think of? Sort of the variability of mechanics, the things that you're allowed to do outside of combat and things like that, the puzzle solving aspects and stuff like that. Very cool. Intermingling with elements, moving objects around, all that sort of stuff is very cool stuff. So it's a pretty high watermark for CRPGs nowadays. And that's Larian Studios' previous game. So obviously direct comparisons will be made, because this one seems to be borrowing quite a bit from that one. The third game is perhaps a bit more personal. and that is Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, which I consider to be the best CRPG ever made, personally. Perhaps you could throw a nod to like Planescape Torment for its dialogue and story. Yes, I agree. But I am generally a gameplay first kind of player, so Wrath of the Righteous hits the highest of highs for like character customization, and builds, and all that sort of stuff, things like that, as well as having all the mythic paths, which had so much replayability to the game. I've already replayed through it like 4 times. Just an extremely entertaining CRPG. So that's probably a bit more of an unfair comparison for Baldur's Gate 3, but it's inevitably going to be made because I just consider Wrath of the Righteous to be so good. Okay, enough rambling. Let's finally get started. We are, of course, going to play on balanced difficulty, as usual. All right. We have character creation. There's been a lot of hullabaloo about character creation for Baldur's Gate 3. As far as like appearances and things like that are concerned, I don't care about any of that. I could just click this like 8 times and all right, there you go. That's who we're playing as. But we do have some origin characters, much like Original Sin 2. If we just wanted one of these special pre-made characters. I don't know. Is that the best way to play? But I don't think we can customize. I mean, that's part of the big appeal, is just being able to fully customize a character. Alright, so unlike the Original Sin 2, which is based on an original system of mechanics, and unlike, say, Wrath of the Righteous, which is based on Pathfinder 1E, this is based on Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, a system that I do not hold in high regard. But that's in tabletop form, so maybe in video game form it'll be a bit different. But here are our races: elf, tiefling, drow, human, githyanki, dwarf, half-elf, halfling, gnome, dragonborn, half-orc. A decent selection of races. I will give them that. Nothing mind-blowing, but, you know. Giving both halfling and gnome, that's solid. Having Githyanki in there, although I think it's probably relevant to the plot. That's why they get thrown in. Tiefling is kind of interesting. And I don't know how exactly they organized these. The Tiefling is second after Elf. You'd think human would be first. But yeah, I guess we probably want to figure out what class I want to play before anything else. So here is our class list. Barbarian, Bard, Cleric, Druid, Fighter, Monk, Paladin, Ranger, Rogue, Sorcerer, Warlock, Wizard. Okay. So unless you're completely new to all things RPG, try and guess the differences between all these classes. Barbarians are going to get Rage, which makes them temporarily stronger and hardier, but they don't get to wear quite the same levels of armor as, say, a fighter could. Bard's going to have songs, which are going to be buffs often, but, you know, they should get access to normal magic, enchantment spells, things like that. Tasha's Hideous Laughter, Heroism. Certainly not as good as Heroism from Pathfinder. Monk's going to be unarmed or quarterstaff or, you know, something similar to that. Flurry of Blows. They can punch a couple times. They also get Key, so they can have some sort of special abilities with that. But again, I don't know if there's subclasses. I imagine there is. Eventually, you're going to get to specialize into... I don't remember what they call it. Not a school. I don't remember. Some sort of subclass. Cleric. Divine Caster. Paladin, also Divine Caster, but a bit more of just like a frontline, less magic, more fighter-ish sort of stuff. Druid, they get Druid spells, and they'll most likely get Wild Shape. I don't know if that's at level 1, though. Ranger often will get an animal companion. Use a bow most of the time. Then you have Sorcerer, Warlock, Wizard. Wizard is the classic Vancian. They'll have prepared spell list. So they'll say, okay, on this day I want to be able to cast Grease, Sleep, and Magic Missile. And they'll devote spell slots to those specific spells. And so they'll have a big range of spells that they can prepare any given day, but, you know, once they lock it in, it's locked in. I'm assuming, I don't know exactly how the game is going to handle all this. This is just off of tabletop. And they can also replenish spell slots. Sorcerer is not Vancian. It's innate magic, so they get a much smaller selection of spells, but they can cast any of them throughout the day, expending spell slots for each one. So if they could cast 3 magic missiles and 0 chromatic orbs, or 2 missiles, 1 orb, so on and so forth. I tend to prefer sorcerers, and certainly in Baldur's Gate 2, it was the much better choice. And they tend to be, I think. But we also have Warlock, which is not present in Pathfinder. They get to make a pact with an all-powerful patron, such as Cthulhu. And what I recall is basically they just cast Eldritch Blast every single round. Forever. And ever. And ever. Because it's a cantrip that does 1d10 force damage. And this gets buffed as they level up to become even better. So that's all they ever do. And it's not very interesting. So, yeah, we're probably going to roll with Sorcerer. my preferred D&D class of all time is a Scion. You'd think that a Scion would be in here, considering that we're dealing with Illithid, who are psionic enemies. I feel like that would be a cool addition, but no, almost no CRPGs really fuck with psionic abilities. Perhaps, if anything, a monk subclass might get some similar stuff, but we'll play it safe and go with sorcerer. So we're gonna want a high charisma, if anything else. So I don't know if we have racial bonuses. +2, +1. So everybody gets a +2 and a +1. There's no racial ability bonus. Okay, I mean, I guess that's kind of fine. Still doesn't make sense to be a dwarf or a half-orc. Could be a Githyanki. Oh, they get psionics, mage hand. Which is sort of something. But again, martial prodigy doesn't really help us. I gotta say, halfling may be the best bet, or just grab human, which is boring. Alright, we'll be halfling. We can be Lightfoot or Strongheart. Probably Strongheart. We're not going to be stealthy, so resistance against poison is good. Okay, so we get 4 cantrips. These can be cast infinitely, forever, at will. They don't use any spell slots. So we're going to want something that does damage. Something that we can just kind of cast repeatedly without worrying too much. Ray of Frost, Shocking Grasp. But that's a melee. We don't want that. Firebolt. Straight up. Poison Spray is short range. Acid Splash. Apparently is an AoE. Bone Chill. I think Firebolt is a solid choice. I mean, maybe Mage Hand is good. I don't know. Do I need lights? Is that going to be important? I mean, they put minor illusion in the game? What does that mean? I guess it compels them to investigate. It's interesting, I guess. I guess we'll take light. I don't know. And maybe friends is probably good. I mean, I probably should have taken... I feel like I have to take minor illusion just because it seems unique. It's going to be useful for stealth. So I don't know. You know, I probably shouldn't go all in on one damage type. I should take Ray of Frost as well. Alright, we'll take Ray of Frost as well. Alright, then our 2 level 1 spells. They recommend Chromatic Orb and Magic Missile. I'd be pretty happy with those choices, to be honest. I almost always take Magic Missile in a game like this. Featherfall. Immunity to falling damage. How often is that going to come up? I don't know. I think it's cool that they have all these utilities, but like Disguise Self, this is just utility. It's crazy. Ice Knife? Cool. Enhanced Leap. Triple a creature's jumping distance. Really hard to say, I guess. I mean, I guess I have to take Magic Missile. And I feel like I want to take something utility. Taking one of my 2 spells as Featherfall seems so dumb. How often are we going to be falling? Yeah, Burning Hands. Alright, subclass. We can pick Wild Magic. So, we will have Wild Magic Surges, which is just going to be kind of random effects that pop up once in a while. But we also get Tides of Chaos, where we will gain advantage on our next attack roll, ability check, saving throw. Advantage means you roll twice and take the better result. It's very good. That's a strong ability. I mean, I don't know how... Yeah, I don't know how much we can use it, how often, but that's good. Draconic Bloodline. Gives us increased HP and increased base armor class. And we'll get Draconic Ancestry, which will give us a free spell every once in a while. And at level 6, I guess, we're going to get a boost to a specific type of damage. So if we really wanted to go in on fire, it's not the worst choice. Storm Sorcery, we get Tempestuous Magic. Lets us fly as a bonus action after casting a spell. But Wild Magic sounds fun and seems wild. Our background, this determines skills that we're proficient in. Acolyte, Charlatan, Criminal, Entertainer, Folk Hero, Guild Artisan, Noble, Outlander, Sage, Soldier, Urchin. We want to be certainly... probably the talkative one. So, Guild Artisan could be good. Or we could be a noble for persuasion and history. Insight, I think, is a wisdom-based check. History is intelligence. Yeah, it's tricky, because I don't really plan on going in too much on either of them, to be honest. But there's really not many other charisma skills. There's intimidation. Could snag that. There's also performance. Oh, and I guess deception, which is basically bluff. So yes, we want all those things. Yeah. They're not gonna let me get higher than a 17 charisma, really? That's where we max out? Huh. Yeah, no matter what I do, I can't get higher than a 17 charisma. Okay, that's a bummer. Then I guess go for 12 in both of those for saving throws, if nothing else. And, yeah, fine. For appearance, I don't know. I probably prefer to play a female, if anything else. Just more pleasant to look at. All skin colors. Oh, okay. I could be a really weird looking halfling if I wanted. Well, at least they give you the option, right? That's weird. Weird looking. Stop looking so strange to me. That's fine. Body art. Eyes. I don't know. It's a little green. Sure, sure. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's fine. No facial hair. Vitiligo. That's interesting. Give her some freckles. Yeah. So I had the option of turning on nudity in general. I had the option of turning on nudity in cutscenes, specific like sexual cutscenes. I turned all that off. You know, I don't really need to see any nudity when I'm playing a video game. But, you know, if that floats your boat, feel free.
Let's hope the locals are friendly.
Hells.
Beware. It's opened. There's magic. Where to?
What was that?
Let's hope.
Health.
It's opened. There's magic. What was that?
Alright, that's fine. There you go. There's our character. Tav? How about Taco B? I need a guardian. I have to make a whole second character for my guardian? Shit. Okay. A dwarf? A human?
Remarkable.
Follow your instincts. Don't be afraid.
I'm happy with that. Okay, I didn't have to actually make the character. All right. Get out of our little matrix pod. And here we have a UI. Jump. Yep. You can jump based on your strength. You can hide, you can throw, you can dash, you can sing, you can crow. No, you can disengage. You can knock a creature prone. You can help up down characters or remove burning, ensnared, entangled, and webbed, prone, and sleeping. You can pick up an item or creature and use it to make a melee attack. Damn. That's cool. Shove. Dip a weapon into a surface to alter the surface or enhance the weapon. That's cool. Then we have our spells, of which we are well aware.
This is the pool that thing came from. The parasite now writhing behind your eye.
Investigation. Investigate the pool. Some dialogue options require a skill check. Dice roll that must meet or exceed a target number. Alright. We have a DC of 10. We need a 9 or higher. We got it. Alright, bit of an involved process there, but sure.
It's fragile. The slightest touch could cause it to crumble.
Reach toward the pool. Oh, well, okay. I didn't know you meant explode.
Might still be stuck inside if we hadn't been attacked.
You can use a restoration pod. Pearl.
Dead. Good.
Must be a dippable surface. You telling me this isn't dippable? Okay, you're the boss.
Someone else got out. Not everyone made it out alive.
Oh, here's restoration.
Odd. I feel better.
Yeah, hell yeah. Alright, so obviously, yes, Divinity Original Sin 2. Very similar object manipulation like that. Obviously, we still have surfaces involved, things like that.
Keep going.
Even, you know, various icons that they use for things seem pretty similar. They certainly didn't go too far out of their way to reinvent the wheel.
Images of goblins, their habits and histories flash into your mind.
So the narrator there is apparently the same voice actress that did Wendwog in Wrath of the Righteous.
A schematic of a nautiloid flashes into your mind. Nerves, sinews, as much living being as ship.
Yeah, not that you'd ever really probably recognize it.
Mind Flayer horticulture.
1,000 years of humanoid history, elves, dwarves, humans, and more flash behind your eyes.
Alright. Brain jars everywhere. Ooh.
Yes, you've come to save us from this place. From this place you'll free us.
The exposed brain quivers in expectation.
Please. Before they return. They return.
Who am I talking to? A man or a brain?
A newborn. Born new from this husk.
You realize you're talking to an intellect devourer, a minion of the mind flayers who abducted you.
Sound afraid. Why?
The enemy. So many enemies.
Destroy the brain. Okay, I mean, that's not how I would have done it with magical abilities at my disposal. But yeah, intellect devourers not to be trusted.
Doesn't do anything.
Abomination. This is your end.
Your head throbs and your skin tingles. Visions rush past. A dragon's wing, a silver sword, and a flash of your face seen through the strange woman's eyes.
My head. What is this? Skvar. You are no thrall. Vlaakith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive.
What made you think I was a thrall?
We carry mind flayer parasites. Unless we escape, unless we are cleansed, our bodies and minds will be tainted and twisted. Within days, we will be Geich, mind flayers.
We're turning into mind flayers. There must be something we can do.
We can do nothing until we escape. That must be our priority. First, we exterminate the imps. Then we find the helm and take control of the ship. We will address the matter of a cure for this infection once we reach the material plane.
Get ready to fight. Combat happens in rounds, and each participant gets his turn to act. During your turn, you can move, take an action, and take a bonus action. So she actually has quite a few unique actions. She's got Pommel Strike to possibly daze an enemy. Rush Attack, it's a charge, can get him off balance. She does have a bow. She has Mage Hand. She has Lacerate, can make a target bleed. Hamstring Shot to reduce their movement speed. A lot of stuff. That'll work for me. Then I can move here. And I can do probably nothing else. Oh, this is a Pommel Strike bonus. Sure. Dazed. End turn.
The only way out is through.
For us, it's pretty simple. Probably just Firebolt. Boom. Yeah. And then we can jump. Yeah. Easy. Potion of speed. Bonus action, gain an extra action, +2 bonus to armor class, advantage on dexterity saving throws, and double your movement speed. When it ends, become lethargic. I mean, you can't move or take any action. Okay, that's questionable.
Not now. We must go to the helm.
Alright, I didn't really want to talk to you. Caustic bulb? Okay. Scimitar? Hand axe? Light crossbow? Light crossbow? Gold. Yeah, so unlike Wrath of the Righteous or Pathfinder, where your cantrips kind of blow, in here they're actually pretty damn solid right off the gate. I mean, 1d10 is nice. Like, honestly, it's not that much worse than actually using a spell slot for magic missile.
Brains.
Potion of healing. Ooh. That's good to have. Do you have potions of healing as well? Okay. And you don't have to select your different.
What to do?
Everyone will just follow. Okay. I don't know. For now, just grab everything.
Ship won't be able to take another dragon attack. We need to get out before it's too late.
Sphincter.
Istik, back! Touch nothing without knowing its purpose.
All right.
The man isn't dead, but he's totally unresponsive.
You! Get me out of this taxi! We have no time for stragglers.
There's magic at work here. Determine what kind. DC 7. Pass.
Warding runes. You feel them drawing energy from the console near to the pod.
Are you satisfied? We need to go.
This thing's magically linked to that console. Let me see what I can do.
Hurry! Please!
The console appears dormant.
Inscribe the device with the glyphs you sense from the pod's warding runes.
The console hums to life.
Take a closer look at the powered-up console. DC 10. Nice.
The pulsing glow and organic lines of the device make it seem more like a beating heart than a machine. Perhaps it will open the nearby pod.
All right.
Suddenly, you feel a hideous squirming in your head. A parasite. Then discomfort fades, and another sensation washes over you. Connection. Authority.
Will the pod to open.
brain of the console process your command and yield to it. A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
There you go.
I thought that damn thing was going to be my coffin. Thank you.
Your mind lurches into her thoughts. Her gratitude is mixed with wariness, because you have a Gith with you.
You keep dangerous company.
Dangerous company is what you need in a fight.
Fair point. Looks like there's plenty of fighting ahead. Let me come with you. We can get off this ship and watch each other's backs along the way.
Alright. I'm Taco B.
Shadowheart. One moment.
What's that?
It's nothing. Trust me.
Enough of this chatter. We need to get to the helm. Now.
She's right. Lead on.
Brain in a jar.
Picked up a dark mine. A burnished necklace.
Needs a key.
Faint images appear in your mind. A brain, a Githyanki warrior, and centuries of darkness.
You are beautiful.
Should I kill that thing? Is this a dippable surface? I've dipped my wooden staff in fire.
What's inside? Do as I say. Who put you in charge? I'll trust my own judgment.
Kanyank.
Hit it. Holy shit. They're down. This is a state between life and death where they roll each turn to survive. Yes. Heal them or use the help action. Help. Help. Okay, that was good. Didn't really gain a whole lot from killing that thing, but
On my way.
it's one less bothersome nuisance.
Odd things. Wonder what plane they're from.
I could put these guys out of their misery.
Life flickers in his eyes, but he seems totally unaware of his surroundings.
Sphincter.
Skra. How many hosts of these gay
A
infected?
dazed woman is trapped inside the pod. She doesn't notice you.
Something good here, I hope. This might unlock those controls next to the pod. Another brain.
Place your hand on the console.
Place your hand on the pod, you hear something. A presence connected to the pod, commanding the person inside to change.
Kinchar. changed at the pull of a lever. How? If we are not purified, this may be our fate.
We need to get out of here. It's already finished.
The newborn mind flayer stares at you, weak and dazed.
I wonder if I can destroy this.
Don't bother. You're barely dented.
Damn. Alright. Oh, gold key. Okay.
Better not be cursed.
The newborn mind flayer.
Oh, there was a locked thing over here. Huh. There's a limit to how far you can move the camera? That's curious. There it is. There it is. Well, I mean, they may as well dip, right?
There is work to do.
There isn't much harm in dipping.
Ruin someone's day.
Connect the nerves of the transponder. We must escape. Now.
Do it. We will deal with the Geich after we escape. This thing's falling fast. Got to right it.
Reach the transponder before the Nautiloid crashes in 15 turns. We have a lesser Hellbore. So she can cast Firebolt as a cantrip. She also has Concussive Smash. And she's got a lot of nice little spells. What is she? I don't know. Oh, she's a cleric. Okay. For now, we'll keep it fairly simple. Not going to use any spell slots, and we'll just do that. Yeesh. Ooh. Miss.
Take this shit. Rosario will have your head.
I guess I could cast Healing Word. Boom. Good.
Have them ready.
Not enough movement. Am I gonna have to shoot him? I have to take a short rest for these two. Those are once per encounter. Alright. Then I will shoot them. Bada bing, bada boom. He seems pretty tough. Fairly tough. I don't know how much I want to fuck with him. I don't know if there's anything that will... The dex save. Yeah, there's not a whole lot you can do. I guess you could maybe shove him. Yeah, that's not surprising. Get shoved.
Blood comes easy these days.
Yeah, I mean, we probably should keep moving, but it's hard to resist 4 damage.
Leave him to me. Connect the transponder.
Ignore the devil. We must take the transponder.
Yeah, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. I'm just enjoying myself. Is there flanking in this game? No. I rolled a 2. I have 2 from proficiency, 3 from strength. So I have +5. He has an 18. It's actually, I mean, yeah, it's not too bad. But no, I guess there's no flanking. Does flanking exist in D&D 5e?
Your spine is mine.
It's now or never.
I could give guidance, but I don't know if that counts for attacks. Get shoved. Oh god, I shoved him. That's pretty funny. Crit. Oh boy.
Hurry, before they strike.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's stuff now that I'm gonna have to deal with, so I should probably go deal with it.
Strike these intruders! The furnace is ours!
Yeah. Keep going. Firebolt cantrip. Done.
Survival is all that matters.
Everything get fire bolted. Combat moves fairly quickly. That's good.
Take this, or Dario will have your head.
Time to deal some punishment.
Ooh, that wasn't bad at all.
Make way.
Uh-oh.
Come a little closer.
Roll them in the sticks.
Hit it?
The helm's alien transponder. You've made it in time.
Exciting stuff. Even though we've already done all this before, some of this is vaguely familiar. Wow, that would really hurt, by the way. And I don't even have a mark on me.
As you wake, the tadpole squirms in your skull.
Check yourself for injuries. You got hit with a
Other
big
than
rock.
perfection, you're more or less intact. A miracle, given everything you've been through, but it'll all be for nothing if you don't find help soon. The tadpole is a death sentence, and the clock is ticking. You need a cure.
Okay. This is definitely... Oh, no. I'm not sure. I'm trying to remember the early access stuff. Wasn't there a whole battle on, like, the top of the ship in, like, the daylight or something like that? I don't remember. Maybe that's after this? But I remember getting on, like, a beach at the end of when I did the early access stuff. So now I don't really know.
There must be a settlement somewhere nearby.
But I'm gonna end off here. I mean, we may get to like the 3-hour videos. It's very possible because this is a very big game. This is a very big game. So needless to say, there's going to be things that I don't show on camera and I just do on my own. Some side quest stuff. I don't know when or what that will be. But if I show everything in this whole game, it's going to be very lengthy. So I'm not sure. For now, though, my name is Mangg. Game watching has been Baldur's Gate 3. And I'll see you fine folks in the next part.